Hey girl,
Hey girl.
and welcome to Something Sweet Podcast with Carrie and Alyssa,
Whoop, whoop, season two.
season two, episode two. So we are back, and normally we do a little catch up. So did you do anything fun or exciting over the last week?
The last time we saw each other was, what was that, Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Um, so you came to my vision board party that we talked about. So that was so much
Mm-hmm.
fun seeing you in person and just getting to spend some more time with you.
It was fun.
And my friend Tahana and I had a vision board party, but we like tied in Plexus because she sells Plexus too. She's a part of my team.
Hmm.
And we just like, I don't even think you got like any samples because they were in the freezer. So we didn't, I don't even think we brought them out until you were gone.
You were like giving out some of the drink samples, but
Oh, okay.
I mean, I have tried a lot of them at home because you gave me
Okay.
so many
Okay.
samples. So, and like
Okay.
we know,
Okay.
I
Good.
was kind of in a rush. So.
Yeah. I was like, oh, shoot. Okay. So yeah. So, we were doing that. Two of my friends, I'm going to shout them out because they took their time and they made their vision boards so good. So, Gina, I know you're listening, and Lisa, they both came to my party. Lisa brought a backpack full of supplies, which, like,
Hmm.
if you know Lisa, that's so her. And it was so fun catching up with them. Like, I see Gina, I haven't seen her in a while. We just, with being sick and the holidays and stuff, we just haven't been able to get together.
Hmm.
So it was fun to like see her and you. And then a friend that I used to work with at the salon. The last time I saw Lisa was at Gina's wedding. And I mean, like, I didn't really get to talk to her. I kind of was just dancing with her. Like, I have videos. The only videos I have from Gina's wedding were videos that we took on the dance floor of like doing
Aw.
like the Soldier Boy, like what's it called? Crank that Soldier Boy. I'm like, what is it
Okay.
called?
I was like, I have no
Um,
idea. I know there's a
that's like
dance, don't know what it's
literally
called.
it wasn't even me recording it. I think like Lisa's recording it. And
Hmm.
like literally you just see me in the background like doing the Soldier Boy, like crank that.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, haven't seen her since then. So it was exciting to get together with everybody. And I met like a bunch of people that Tahana invited, and she was talking about how they were like all people from like different walks of life too. Like
Hmm.
some of them she hadn't seen in years and they came, and then some of them she sees a lot, but like they just don't like get to see the other people. I don't know. So it was just fun to like get everybody together, do something like super fun. The like we decorated the basement. It was super girly,
It was
and
cute.
I don't know. It was just so fun. So thank you so much for coming.
Of
It was so fun.
course. I loved it. It was so much fun. Yeah, so that Sunday, so I'd come over and it was so funny because I already had plans that day, but they just happened to be like in your neck of the woods. So I knew you heard of it. So Lacey, she tends to drag me to, not drag me to things, but she makes
She
me,
finds fun
she
things.
makes me
Lacey,
do
you could
things.
drag me too. Drag
Yeah.
me too, Lacey. Like, drag
She
me.
gets me out of my comfort zone. She's always done that.
Yeah.
So she got us tickets to it's called Sundays Are for Detroit at Partridge Creek Mall. And honestly, I've never even been to Partridge Creek Mall. That probably seems crazy to you because that's probably like your stomping grounds, but never
Yeah.
been there, so it was my first time and it was really cute, even though I didn't get to do a lot of exploring. But um Sundays Are for Detroit, it's like this big vendor show and it's all related to like Detroit and kind of like the game day atmosphere type thing. So there were so many different like little boutiques there. There's like a charm bar. They even had like tattoos there, a DJ. They had food. Like the Slush Society was there. That's so many fun little things.
Yeah.
So many people. It was jam packed, but you went in like time slots. So Lacey had been before where it was like you had to wait in line to like even get in.
Mm.
So this was more spaced out, so it was much better. I don't know if I don't think they had it there. I think these guys came from like a different Dan Campbell lookalike contest, but next thing you know, there was
Oh,
like
I
six
saw them.
guys.
I
Okay.
saw it on Instagram and I was like, oh my gosh, that one really does look like Dink.
I'll have to send you a picture. I didn't take a picture with them, but I got Lacey's picture with all of them because there was one of them who did look like extra
Exactly
like Dan
like
Campbell,
him. I saw it.
except one second. I just have to Google how big he is because I think he's like 6'4". I think he's a big guy
Oh, okay.
because when they walked in, he's 6'5", so I knew. So when they walked in and Lacey saw this guy, all of a sudden she was like, "Oh my God, it's Dan Campbell!" And I'm like, "Girl, like sit down. It's not Dan Campbell, you know." And she was like, she was freaking out for a second, and then we realized, okay, there's like all these guys that look like Dan Campbell, you know.
There's like
And they
eight of them.
did, and they all had like the headsets and like the chart, whatever the coaches hold or whatever, like hanging from their belts and like all the little details, you know. But they definitely weren't 6'5", and I knew Dan Campbell was a big guy, so
No,
I knew from that alone it was not him. But there was other girls that also did the same thing that was like freaking out thinking it was him. So really funny. So that was a fun little aspect of it all. But yeah, super good time. And then Tahana's house was only like 15 minutes from there, so that was
yeah,
perfect. So I went to that, made my vision board, which I thought was in here. It is in here. I can show it since you showed your vision board.
yeah,
I really need to clean my office,
super
so
cute.
it's just a disaster right now, ever since Christmas. But this is my vision board. So
Love
big one
it.
is less screen time. Working out. I have been really good at working out lately. Money, of course. Got some podcast stuff on there. Dog training.
Your
I need to get
your
better.
little sticker of the girl
Oh yeah, that's
that you
me,
guys picked
according to
out.
Gina. Thank you, Gina, for
Yeah.
my sleeping girl manifesting more sleep. Hopefully you hear that, Peter. Um, better cook. I want to
Say it
improve my
louder
cooking.
for the people in the back.
For the people in the bedroom next to me. But yeah, a lot of like outdoor camping stuff. I want to spend a lot of
So
time
fun.
outside. Last summer with like moving, that was our main focus was moving and finding a place for everything. And this summer I
Yeah.
want to get to the beach more and camping and hopefully all the fun things.
You
So,
know what you should do? I feel like this is so up your alley.
hmm.
Have you ever heard of people doing like 1,000 hours outside?
No, I've never heard of that.
Okay, so you could like start now. So like if you guys go out to play in the snow, you like mark how many hours you're outside, and
Hmm.
then you hit like 1,000 hours. Was your
This
beer
gave me the
crazy?
shiver.
Like, ooh, ooh, that was strong.
I'm such a baby. Anyway,
Um, but it's like 1,000. It's called like the 1,000 hours outside like challenge.
hmm,
I mean, leave it to me to find a challenge because I'm doing the decluttering challenge right now. But the
it is
thousand
true.
hours one, yeah, I always thought that was cool to do. I've just never have done it, but I see people do it and then they like tag it when they like post. And
Okay.
there's like multiple people doing it, and I don't know, like people are
Hmm.
like, "Oh, we spent like obviously in the winter you probably won't spend as many hours as you do in the summer,
Right.
so you just kind of like divide it up based on the weather."
Yeah.
But
No,
I
that's
could
a
totally
really good
picture you
idea.
doing that.
That would be
Yeah,
fun. That's a good ideal. Or idea, ideal. Um, I know
that's
yesterday the
ideal.
kids had a snow day, but we didn't even go
Yeah.
outside to play in the snow because it was so cold. It was like bitterly cold yesterday. So
It was so cold and the roads were horrible.
they
Jordan
were.
had, when you text me last night, I was at dinner. Jordan had like a fundraiser for school. And
Mhm.
I honestly, I love those because it's just like free money. So whoever comes shows a flyer. Sometimes you have to have the actual flyer, so I had to print it out. But like some of them will let you like show it on their phone and
Mhm.
then they like give you money back. So that one I think is like 20% off. But on Tuesday, if school's not canceled, which it's kind of looking like it's going to be canceled, like looking at the weather
Oh,
prediction.
really? Oh.
hmm so if it's not canceled, we have one at Sky Zone, and we've never had one there.
Oh, that's
And
fun.
they donate 40%
Oh,
to the
wow.
school. Yeah,
Okay.
like
That's really
so I
cool.
don't know. Yeah, so yesterday we were like, okay, well there's probably not going to be a lot of people, so like, my dad has a truck, so he like drove and
Hmm.
it was fine, but he even said the roads are still kind of bad, like
They
even in
were.
his truck. Yeah.
Hmm.
And so that's where I was at last night when you had text me, but where was I going with this? I don't even know. I think I was just telling you that like the roads were bad and then like about playing in the snow. So Jordan lost his snow pants at school and I think
Mm.
like there was a small like pair like his teacher looked for me in the lost and found because Jordan's looked a couple times and he's like no I don't see him.
Hmm.
So she looked for me today and she was like there's this pair and I was like no. I was like what size is that? And she's like a small. I'm like oh yeah his were not a small.
Yeah.
There's no way a small would fit his long leg self. So,
Hmm.
um, I just ordered new ones on Amazon today, so they'll be here tomorrow. So
Oh,
he
okay.
can play in the snow this weekend if he wants, but it's not like too freaking cold. But yeah, yesterday was like too cold, like to play in
Yeah.
the snow. Like it just
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he didn't get to like he has to like stay on the blacktop if he doesn't have like all his snow gear. So it kind of made me feel bad today. But I'm like, dude, you're the one who lost them.
Right. I know I didn't pack Jay's snow pants today either. Um,
See,
I mean, it
mom
sounds sad,
feels.
but mostly because he was going to his dad's house today after school, and I figured I
Oh,
wasn't gonna get those back. So
they'd be long gone.
yeah, so
Jordan
he
told
had
me
to make do.
Jordan told me I should have bought him a pair of yellow ones so that nobody like would take them because they were black because like the majority of them are black, so you
Yeah.
know if somebody took them it probably wasn't on purpose. I would
Hmm.
hope.
Yeah.
um but like that person that had a small, like they could have took them and thought they were theirs, you know what I mean, like because
Right.
they were black. But I'm like, dude, where do you think I'm gonna find yellow snow pants? I'm not. It's
I
hard to
mean,
even find regular ones.
Amazon.
No, I looked on Amazon. They had like pink, teal, navy, gray,
Hmm.
and black. That
Hmm.
was it. And I was
That's
like, well,
funny.
just getting you the black ones, so don't lose them.
Right. But yeah, so then after the your vision board event, I was like, so I had to go get Jace from my grandma's house, and Peter was home with Parker. And so the Bills playoff game was on. And this was like the first playoff game. It was a huge deal. And I didn't know this was happening when I was planning all of my shit that day.
Yeah.
So Parker was like, I can't believe you're leaving me on game day and blah, 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 whatever. So anyway, I leave your house and I knew I was like gonna be cutting it close to like getting home to see like did we win,
Yeah.
did we not, whatever. And at this point the score was like up and down, you know. And then Lacey ended up texting me probably when I was like 10 minutes from home and I kept like refreshing the score on my phone and I don't know what station you listen to football games on the radio, but I couldn't figure it out.
Oh,
So
same.
anyway, Lacey texted me and she's like, I'm watching the Bills game. So I call her and I was like, oh my gosh, like what is happening, you know? So she's like giving me kind of a play-by-play and she's like, oh my God, they just scored. And she's like, oh no, I think they're taking it back. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I like freaking peeled in the driveway. Like I was racing home and I got home with like a minute and a half left and they happened to like score again and we won. And it was just like,
And it was like a 3 point difference.
yes.
Like
And it
it
was
was like
just
super close.
it was so fun. Like I was so happy I made
Yeah.
it home, like with the like literally a minute left on the
Yeah.
clock. So
Oh
it was
my
super
gosh. Well,
exciting.
you texted me and you were like, go Bills. And I was like, what? So then I looked, I was like, oh, yay. Because then I looked, I was like, they won. But
Yeah.
also, I was like expecting you to be like fully decked out in Bills gear because you told me this. And
Oh no, I just wore
I was
my
like,
shirt.
yeah. And I was like, oh, Alyssa, like you couldn't even really tell. Like, because,
Yeah.
it was just like on a little t-shirt and then you had to zip up. And I was like, oh, I was fully expecting you to be like decked out. And you were like, no, not today.
I was
But you
thinking about
still rocked it.
wearing the Josh Allen hoodie that I have, but then I didn't. But yeah, it was funny because so obviously Lacey bought the tickets. You had saw something on Instagram about it. I didn't see anything about it. I really didn't know like what I was getting into. I just knew I was going to some like Detroit vendor show or whatever. And
Yeah.
so then Lacey was talking to me. She was like, "What are you wearing?" And I was like, "Oh, I was like, I think I'm gonna wear like a Bill shirt or whatever because it's playoff day or
You
whatever."
cannot.
And she's like, "You're gonna wear a Bill shirt to the Detroit like the Sunday Detroit vendor show?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like you why, you know?" And she's like, "Well, I'm gonna wear like all blue." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever, you know." But then we get there and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, everybody's like so decked out in Detroit gear." And then it all like clicked in my head once we got there, like what
Right.
I was
Like you were
getting
like, oh,
into.
this is a Detroit like sports market.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I had never been. I saw it on Facebook and then I follow some vendors, like Kilo and Co. I follow like
Hmm.
Chaos Collection. So I was seeing like their little setups,
Yeah.
right? Kilo and Co. is there, right?
Uh-huh. Hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
In Chaos
But for
Collection, yeah.
sure, yes, yeah. So like I was seeing all of their setups and I was like, oh, this would be so fun. But then I was like, it was like your time slot was till 2,
Hmm.
and then that's the time that like my party was starting.
Right.
So like I was like, oh yeah, I can't get tickets. I mean, I could have went for a different time slot, but like I was like pushing it that day to even get
I
there.
figured,
So
yeah. But I think they have it on other
yeah.
Sundays too.
Yeah.
So
So I would love to go again if you and Lacey go. And then Tahana said she wants to come. She's like, you had me at tattoos. So
I
when I was
was
like reading it out loud to her.
considering. I was considering. And even now since then, because they only had like a few select line tattoos to choose from, and some being like lines themed and then some weren't. But there was like this cute little butterfly one, and honestly, I can't stop thinking about it. And
Oh,
I want to get one for Peter because I have like one for Jace. And then
yeah.
I just want to get like a few cute little, I
Yeah.
just like the dainty like line designs.
Well, okay, so my foot tattoo,
Hmm.
I thought of that over and over again. I don't know if I've ever like told you actually where it came from, but Gina, I think it was her sister's rosary. You remember how we used to like rock rosaries out to like the club? Do you
I
remember this
guess
or
I
no?
didn't do that now. That might be a unique
Okay.
experience.
Well, we did. They were like they were just like long rosaries, but you know how like there would be like longer like shirts or like and you would wear
Hmm.
like leggings underneath with like heels. It was like the vibe. And then we would have like a rosary. So
Yeah.
there was this black rosary that I always wore, and I think it was her sister Anna. And like when I was thinking about like a rosary on my foot, I was like, I just love that rosary. Like I would always wear it whenever I was over and we were going out, I would always wear it.
Hmm.
And then she ended up giving it to me when Gina would like kind of like me, like declutter and just go through stuff, and her sister too. And they
Hmm.
would just like get rid of stuff. So they knew I loved this rosary. So I used to have it hanging in my car, like around the mirror, and it
Yeah.
dangled just a little bit. You know how we used to do stuff like that, like all the time.
Hmm.
And so when I wanted to get a rosary on my foot, when I went to Cancun for spring break, they had henna tattoos, and I was like, I want to see what it looks like. So I literally had it drawn, not that exact one, but like
Hmm.
a rosary drawn on my foot. And then, that lasts for like a little while. So then I kept looking at it and I was like, yeah, I'm totally gonna get this. Like whenever I like get up the courage to get it, like I just knew I
Yeah.
wanted it. So kind of like how you're thinking about it now, that's what I was doing.
Hmm.
And then the one day I just ended up, I had the rosary with me because it was in my car, and I had them like draw it up at the tattoo like place, and then they drew it from my rosary that I love.
That's
So
cool.
it is like a nice story when I like look at it. I was like, yeah, and like I remember telling her sister like recently, like, do you remember this? Like that rosary? And she's like, oh my gosh, really? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I loved it so much. So like
Aw,
I kept thinking about it. So
super
have a
cute.
feeling you're gonna end up getting it because if you can't stop thinking about it, like it's meant to be.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think eventually. I was thinking about like
Yeah.
around my birthday in the summer, but then I think tattoos you can't be like out, like you can't be swimming with it, right? Or like
Hmm.
out in the sun.
Yeah.
So maybe I should do it before summer.
Yeah.
So,
I okay. Did you watch Pretty Little Liars when you were growing up or no?
no.
There are these girls. I'm sure I've posted them on our Instagram page, and they were like it was like around the time when we were talking about like Harry Potter like houses,
Hmm.
and they're like two girls, and they're like in their room, and they're like acting like they're from like the Harry Potter like universe. Do you remember what I'm talking about or no?
No, no, not at all.
Okay. Okay. I'll have to send one to you because they're really, really funny.
Hmm.
Um, but it'll be like, you know how like people will be on live, like, like teenagers, and then they're reading questions and then they're like answering it, but it's like Harry Potter questions. And it's like they go to Hogwarts. Like it's like they
Okay.
go there. Like, so how they're answering like nowadays, but it's like about Hogwarts and it's so funny. So they've been like doing other ones. Like they've done some Pretty Little Liar ones, and I literally commented on the page, and I was like, I cannot believe that I used to be so obsessed with the show and the book,
Hmm.
because as soon as a new like book came out, I had to like run to the store to get a book like from the series because it was like so good. And looking back on it now, it's so corny. And so many people, like, you know how like you'll comment on something, you'll get like a couple likes. Like every day I get more and more likes from this comment on this girl's like Instagram.
Uh-huh.
And it's like people like writing me back about it, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it either. Like it was so stupid and like we were so obsessed. But anyways, they do this like you would have to like see like the intro to know what I'm talking about, but it's like a secret who A is. That's like the whole thing. It's
Okay.
like
I
who's
have
A?
heard
Who's
of,
A?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. And like in the theme, they like go like this, like shh, like that. Like in like the theme song at the end, it's like shh. Well, all of the girls, so there's like four or five, maybe, or five or six. I don't remember all of them because like there were like a core four, but then like the one girl that like died, she was a part of it, and then like a couple others could have been a part of it. But a
Hmm.
group of them after they rapped, they all went and got their like initials, I think from the show. So like Aria, I think got an A, Spencer got an S, like on their like finger, and it was like
Hmm.
their finger.
Aw,
And it was
cute.
so cool. And I just think like a cursive J would be so cute somewhere, but I don't know where. And I don't know. Like
Okay,
just
Haley
saying.
Bieber.
I could just get a ring like her too. But it just I just always had thought of that.
Yeah,
Like a little J somewhere
it would be cute.
or like his initials like in cursive is cute too. Like JGZ would be
Hmm.
like cursive and it would be cute if it was like small. Um but yeah, like something like that.
That would be cute.
So yeah, just call me Haley Bieber. But yeah. So I don't know. When you were like I was reading it out loud to Tahana, and I was like, "In tattoos?" She's like, "You had me at tattoos." I was like, "I know, right?" I was like, "Next time we'll go." So
Yeah, that would be
yeah.
so fun. And when me and Parker originally got our first tattoos, we got together in Hawaii, and we ended up getting them on our wrists, but originally we just wanted to do like something little on our fingers, but they and people get tattoo on their fingers all the time, I see, like on Pinterest and stuff, but
I
they said it
know.
could like I don't know if they
Rub
said the
off.
needle could blow out or something, or like it could
Oh.
like almost like the ink would like transfer, like it would almost like spread out or something weird. I forget what they said.
Oh.
But they basically were like, no, like we're not gonna do your fingers.
Mm.
And we were like,
See, I
okay.
see on my foot, I had to get that touched up before because you're constantly putting like shoes and socks on and it's rubbing. So imagine how many
Oh,
times you would like rub your hands. Like you
yeah,
wash your hands
washing
all the
them.
time,
Yeah, I didn't even
So
think
like
about that.
yeah, I've thought of that after.
Hmm,
But
interesting. But now I love it on
yeah,
my wrist, and I wouldn't want it anywhere
yeah,
else.
yeah.
Yeah,
I know I can't picture that on your hand, so I'm glad that.
yeah, same. But one thing I wanted to talk about, so you over the weekend, I think you posted something on Instagram, like you were getting a car wash.
Oh, I was like, when you were saying over the weekend, I'm like, what did I do over the weekend?
You got
I
a
was
car
literally like,
wash.
I got a car wash. Yeah. Okay. So actually, it was a school day because
Oh,
the car wash that I normally go to is by Jordan's school. So I dropped him off at school, and I think this was like Tuesday. Yeah,
uh-huh.
it was Tuesday. And I dropped him off at school, and then I went to get a car wash at the place because, like, you know how you can get like probably not, but you can get like a membership.
Yeah.
So you pay for like a month at a time. So I have it, and then when I would pull up, they just scan it, and then I don't have to like pay or anything because I've already paid. Like it
Hmm.
already gets taken into my account. So
That's
I
cool.
pull up and also they have free vacuums at that location. So it's
They
also
all
cool because
have
I
free
don't have to
vacuums
pay.
now.
So it's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I just love that one. The one by my house still does not have free vacuums. So
Oh.
and they're freaking expensive and they don't even do a good job. But so this one I just really liked and it was convenient because it was right by school. So
Mm-hmm.
I pull up and I like really needed one. Like there's a tree, my neighbor's tree. It like I don't know if they were like berries or what, but like
Mm-hmm.
it's also winter, so I'm confused how
Yeah.
berries are falling off a tree, but apparently they are. Because it was like reddish kind of, like a
Oh.
berry looking, and
Yeah.
then also like bird poop. And I'm like,
Mm.
really? And I didn't drive my car at all on Monday, because Jordan stayed home from school. And so I it had been sitting for a day,
Mm-hmm.
and so then like all that happened in that day, and it was like all over my car.
Mm. That
So
sucks.
Jordan even made a comment on the way to school. He was like, "What's up with my window?" And I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "I have to go get a car wash." So like I had to get one, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I go and it says closed for maintenance. And I'm like,
Mm.
okay. So then I looked up because I'm like, I literally pay for a membership. It gets taken out of my account.
Yeah.
So I looked up, found another location that was like a little farther, but I was like, whatever. I was like, I really need one. So I drove to that location, went and got my car wash, and then you text me after and you said, what?
I'm trying to remember. I think I just said like I don't think I've ever gotten a car wash. Like I've never went through like a drive-through car
Yeah.
wash.
You were like, I've never been to the drive-through car wash. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And you were like, no, never. And I was like, excuse me?
Not with my
What?
own. Like not I've never like I've been obviously in the car with other people who've done it, but I've never done it. So like if I wash my car, I'm a weird person and I take it to like one where I do it myself because like I it freaks me out taking it to the
Hmm.
normal car wash because just like
So are you
driving
just
up and
scared?
like getting on the thing and like putting it in neutral, I just feel like something's gonna go wrong. I feel like when I was
Mm,
younger, I was like afraid of like my antenna like falling off or something like when I drove like beater
mm.
piece of shit cars. And now I'm just like, like even at the oil change shop, I'm always afraid of like driving like in the hole, you know? Obviously, I never have, but like it's always just like an irrational fear of mine. And then it's the same thing with the car wash. I just feel like I'm
Oh,
gonna do it wrong.
that is so funny though. I mean, I get it. I get the fear.
And then so
I
I
get
just
it.
like I really don't wash my car in the winter because like I'm not gonna get outside and fucking do it by
Yeah.
like in the summertime it's fun like getting out
Right.
and doing it by hand.
Right.
But so no, my car just like dies in the winter basically. It's just
Well,
whatever happens,
so
happens.
then, so then I get to the new location
Uh-huh.
and they normally just scan the thing and that's it. So then he scans it and then he has me roll my window down. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, I
Yeah.
Googled it and it said that you could go to another location with it.
Hmm.
So he was like, you got this pass at Clinton Township location? I said, yeah. And I said, but I looked it up and it said I could use it here.
Hmm.
And he goes, yeah, but the the Clinton Township location closed. And I was like, I know it said closed for maintenance. He goes, no, it closed for good. And I was like, oh.
That
And he goes,
sucks.
and they just canceled your account. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
Those
Yeah.
bitches.
Yeah. So then, and I'm thinking I'm still paying for it. Apparently I wasn't. But it normally just came out every month, so I didn't even like look.
Yeah.
And then he was like, so you could buy like a monthly pass today or just pay for like one. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'll just pay for one because you're right, it's winter. Like you normally don't need a car wash like that in the winter.
I
And
mean,
so
I
I
almost
paid
feel
for
like you
it,
do more because of all the salt on the road, but
I guess, but
I just don't.
I don't want it to like freeze when you like come out because like the one by my house would have like a towel dry person, but this one doesn't.
Did you know at one point in my life I used to be a towel dry person?
No, you did not.
I did. When I was 17, I turned 18 there. I worked at the car wash.
So you've worked at a car wash, but you've never drove your car through the car wash.
Yeah. Maybe I like have some trauma because I don't know how, but one time a car was going through the car wash and it did end up off the track and it was like almost like sideways. I just remember like looking at it and I was like, holy shit. Like, I don't know what my boss
That's
did to
where it
fix
came
it, but I
from.
was like, fuck, like that doesn't look
That's
good.
where trauma came from. See, that's why. I was gonna say, I was like, when do you ever hear about stuff happening? But if you worked there, you've probably seen a lot.
Mm, I mean, I don't know. I saw
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Well, hold on. So then I paid for like it was $11. That's like how much it was. Okay.
For one car wash?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
crazy. Is that the
Which
cheapest
normally,
one?
yes.
Wow, they went
Which
up.
normally, yes. Even the one by my house used to be like $5, and then
Yeah.
now I think it's like 9
I feel
or
like
something.
6 or 7, like
Yeah.
max, like with inflation.
Sorry, I
Oh my
had to.
gosh, you are worse than the kids carry.
I had to. But yeah, no, they went up. And so then Jordan like checks the car when he gets out of school. And I was like,
Hmm.
yeah, I got a car wash. He goes, well, they missed a spot here. They missed a spot here,
Oh
which
my
they were like
gosh.
very faint. Like they were like not
Yeah.
even that deep. And I was like, well, geez, I paid $11. They shouldn't have missed a spot. And he goes, well, maybe you should have paid 15. I
Use me, Jordan.
was like, okay. So yeah,
That's so funny.
that was funny. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we have been waiting for Traitors to come back. Finally back.
Hmm.
And spoiler alert,
Hmm.
say that ahead of time. But in our defense, we've given you a couple weeks to watch episodes 1 to 3 now.
Yes.
So we are going to get into that. We'll save episodes 4 and 5 for next time. Um, but I like, hmm, okay. I'm trying to think where we should go with this. Like, should we talk about like who our favorites are, or should we just like go over what's been happening?
Yeah, we'll talk about cast and what's going on.
Okay. So favorites. I'm a Real Housewives fan. So,
Hmm.
the Housewives, have a special place in my heart. And you're like the opposite, and you like all the gamers because you watch Survivor and you like, well, I don't know about this cast, but just in general, you
Sure.
like know them more than I know them. So it's kind of fun to
Yeah.
watch it with you because you like remember Caroline and stuff like last time you were like, I
Hmm.
love her. And I was like, I've never seen her before in my life.
Hmm.
So it was just like fun to get like a little background from you. And Rob, um, I think his last name's R. There's two Robs, the good Rob. Um,
I don't know which
the
one the good route. There's the one from Survivor and then the one from Love Island.
Love Island.
Okay.
I love Love Island. So
See,
I was so happy.
I am so foreign to Love Island and Real Housewives,
Hmm.
but I do like Rob from Love Island, I will say.
Yes. Yes. Did you see what I posted earlier?
I
Which you
did.
haven't gotten to that part yet, but
No, but I've
yes.
seen the memes.
Yes. Oh, okay. So let's get into it actually. So, okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to think how many there were. It was like 20 something.
Yeah, 23.
And 23. Okay. So they get to the castle and like we said, there's, housewives, there's gamers, there's people from Love Island, a couple Olympic skaters, somebody from
Hmm.
Dancing with the Stars, which I love that too. Um, there is Mama Kelsey, Travis Kelsey's mom. And so it's so funny how they all act with her because they're
Hmm.
I like, like this is Taylor Swift's like mother-in-law.
Hmm.
And it's just
The
like funny,
Swifties will come for you.
Yes, yes. And so they're like, we can't vote her out. Like they'll come for us. So it is kind of funny. Um, but right away, they pick a secret traitor, which that's something they have never done before.
Hmm.
And Alan has them all come one by one to the fire pit. He opens a box and they see either a blank box or they see the traitor card in it. So Jordan likes Traitors, but he never like stays up and watches it with me.
Hmm.
But I was like telling him, I was like, okay, I gotta watch Traitors right when it comes out. And he's like, okay. So he's like, okay, let's make popcorn. Let's watch it. And I was like,
Aw.
okay. So we made popcorn, got all situated, start watching it. And I knew he'd fall asleep because he always does. But
Hmm.
he watched that part and he goes, yep, the old lady's a traitor. Literally off that part. Okay. And I go, what? No, she's not. He goes, yep, I think she's the one. She's the secret traitor. So we're watching it and he falls asleep.
Hmm.
So I binged the first 3 episodes that night.
Hmm.
I like couldn't fall asleep. Like I had to watch. And so sure enough, she was the secret traitor. And I could not wait to tell Jordan the next morning. So he wakes up
Aw.
in the morning and I go, guess what? He goes, what? I go, the old lady was a secret traitor. He goes, see, I knew it. I knew it. So he like totally called it, which was so funny. It was like right away he called it.
That is
He didn't watch her
funny.
gameplay, nothing. Like
He just
he
knew.
called it. He just knew. Um,
Okay, but that
so yeah.
being said,
Yeah.
have you heard I'm sure you have I don't even want to call it rumors or conspiracies that she just had a 3 episode contract?
So
Because it kind of makes
it,
sense.
it kind of makes sense. But also, if you think about it, they probably reached out to her and she probably said, I can't do this the whole time. Because they do like some, like pretty intense missions,
Mm-hmm.
like throughout the
Hmm.
season. And so she probably said, yeah, I'll do it. But like, I want to be a traitor. Like I could picture her being like, I want to be the traitor. And they'll be like,
Hmm.
all right, you'll be our secret traitor. And then you'll probably get voted off. And then she did. So
Yeah.
I could picture that happening.
But
Yeah,
some
I
people
could
are
see it.
like, they think that it was like almost written in that she was going to be voted off by the third episode. Um, and then people were saying if you watch I think it was like the second challenge, the one where they were running with the things,
Hmm.
she wasn't doing it. Like they showed her, I think, in the first shot, and after that, you didn't see her again. Like she was not
Mm.
involved in that mission. So,
See, I didn't even notice. That was so chaotic, so I didn't even notice.
so it just makes you wonder. It just makes me wonder, like, how written things are, because then I just found out recently too, and I don't know if you know this, but they don't even sleep in the castle.
No, no, they don't.
That's
And
so
they
weird.
literally
But they
show them
act
going
like,
to bed.
yes.
Yes. And they're like in their bed, like
Mm-hmm.
sleeping on their pillow.
Mm-hmm.
And no, they go to a hotel after.
Saying
And I
goodnight,
only know
posting,
that,
heading upstairs. Yeah.
you know who said it was like Dylan and Rob, I feel like I
Okay.
heard it from them from last season. I
I heard
think they
it
were talking about it.
somewhere recently, and
They
then I
remember
Googled
they
it.
showed it. They showed the them in the hallways at the hotel.
Oh, okay.
That's how I saw it.
Okay.
And then it came into like different articles were like things you didn't know about the Traitors, and then it talked about
Mm-hmm.
it. But I feel like they're the ones who kind of like started it. Which also, have you watched any of the YouTube stuff I told you to
No,
watch?
I forgot
Oh
to.
my gosh, it is so funny. Like think of Giggly Squad like doing their little like I forget what they call them now, but the little like oh shit, what do they call them? Like while they're on tour, they're trying new things. Hannah and Paige try new things.
Mm-hmm. Little
This
side
is like
quests.
Dylan and Rob like competition stuff. Like I forget what it's
Okay.
called now. Shit. I can't remember what it's called. It is so funny though, and they're like super short. Because I think like Dylan's videos on his YouTube channel are like shorter videos. They're not like
Mm-hmm.
super long. They're like 10, 15 minutes max.
Mm.
And so like I don't know, they're just so good. And I just love the dynamic of them too. So
Yes.
anyways, that was a sidebar. But yeah, no, they don't even sleep in the castle. Um, but I do think they like stepped it up this season. Like, I think who they picked for Traitors, perfect, no notes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like Lisa Rinna, she was like one of the OGs of Beverly Hills, but they didn't take her back. Like a few years ago, she didn't get asked to come back because like she's a little much. And like
Yeah. She
fans
is
weren't loving
funny.
her vibe. They weren't loving her vibe anymore.
Oh.
So yeah, she's really funny with her husband. Her husband's like the complete opposite of her. He's just
Uh-huh.
like real chill and real laid back, and like he's Harry Hamlin. I don't know if you know, he's an
Mm-mm.
actor, I think. Um, and then Candace, she's a housewife that didn't come back the past couple seasons either.
Mm-hmm.
I think on her own accord though. I don't think it was like Bravo. Lisa Rinna's, it was Bravo that didn't let her back. So it's kind of nice because I haven't seen them in a few years, and now
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing them again. So it's just nice. And then Rob was only on Love Island. He didn't do anything else after that. So it's nice to see him back. And
Yeah,
he is like the perfect traitor to me.
he
He's
is.
low key, but he's like helpful in the mission. So they'll want to keep him around.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's just, except I forget, I think it was Michael Rapp. Oh, we didn't get that far yet. We didn't get that far. Never mind. Um,
Okay.
Sorry, I almost just gave a part away.
You're fine.
Um, so yeah, super helpful. And like, I don't know, I thought Candace for sure she was gonna get like when that thing happened with Portia in the car, and Portia was like, "You said
Mm.
it," and she was like, "Oh, you misunderstood me, you misheard me," and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh no, Candace." But then Portia was like, "Oh, okay, I must have," and she like
Yeah.
believed her. And then like Portia doesn't like hold a grudge at all. So even the next day, like they were asking, she was like, "What happened?" And they were like, "With you," and she was like, "Oh, I kind of forgot."
Mm-hmm.
Like she wasn't even like thinking about it anymore. I'm like, "Oh, girl."
Because she said something about there being four traitors, right? Portia?
She said, well, first when they were doing the mission of like the graves, she said that Michael Rappaport said, put it in a housewife's grave. That's
Yeah.
what Candace said that she heard him say. So then Portia confronted him, and then Candace walked it back, and then Portia was like, okay, maybe I did mishear her. She's like, I could
Mm.
have swore you said that. And she was like, no, that's not, I said, no, that's not what I said. And like, and then it was just squashed. And I was like, oh, she is lucky. Because if that was me, I would have been like, no, I heard you. But Portia was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
and then like let it go because she didn't think Candace would like do her like that. But I don't know. That was crazy. So I don't know. The season is so good. I think, oh, I hated that they put Stephen Coletti One Tree Hill. You know he's from
Oh,
Laguna
instead of
Beach.
Laguna Beach, yeah. I know. I didn't even
Come
know
on
he was
now.
on One Tree Hill, to be honest, because I never
He was
watched
like
that. But he
not
was,
even like a main character in One Tree Hill. Like he was like in like a couple seasons, like, but he
hmm,
wasn't like a main like character. Like
yeah,
it's not
not
like
like Laguna Beach.
yes, yes, like he was like the main guy in Laguna Beach. So I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Somebody on Instagram, they had like the one that said One Tree Hill on top, and then they had
Hmm.
Laguna Beach on the bottom. They said, "Here, I fixed it," and they just like put like the like black background with like the
I
white
did
letters
see
on
that.
it. It was
It's
so funny.
funny.
You probably sent it to me. Um, but yeah, that was funny. I think he's doing a really good job. Like he's flying under the radar. See,
Hmm.
you can't be like too much. You can't be too much at the round table, and that's like
Yeah.
where Michael Rappaport like he's too much.
Yeah. It's definitely putting a target on his back.
Yeah, and Ron, he's putting a target on his back. Like,
Hmm.
and also like he's a comedian, but he hasn't said anything funny all season so far. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just saying, I don't know what he is in or anything, but
Mm-mm.
it's
I
not even
get
that
you.
funny to me. Um, who else? I mean, okay, so like Tara Lipinski and Johnny, I don't know his last name. You know who I'm talking about? The figure skaters.
Oh, yes. Hmm.
Like it's funny to me. Like I get that they wanted to come in and pretend like they didn't know each other, but like
Hmm.
when you're in the same Olympic sport, like
It's
you're bound to
obvious.
know each other, and it's just weird to me that nobody thinks that because I would think that.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's smart of them to like play it like that, but it's just weird that nobody's thinking that.
Right.
Um, who else?
Mark
I don't know.
Ballas. Is that how you say his name?
Oh,
Ballas?
Dallas. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
From Dancing with the Stars.
When Lisa Rinna said she thought he was Kenny G, I
I know.
laughed
It was so
so hard.
funny.
I was like, okay,
I
his
get
hair
it
does look like
though.
Kenny G. Yeah,
Yeah.
like his hair does.
He's
Yeah.
also
Oh
very
my
much
gosh.
flying under the radar.
Yep. Yep. He is too. But with Lisa, it's weird because she's like flying under the radar, but like that's not her personality. So I wish she would be a little bit more herself. Like she
Yeah.
seems to be like that. Like at breakfast, she's like, "Oh, they went home," but then at the round table, she's just like
Yeah.
and just super quiet, and it's not her personality. So
Yeah.
like out of all the traders, I think she's doing the worst. I don't think she's doing bad.
Hmm.
She's just not like I think like Rob and Candace are just like
Yeah.
perfect. It's such good actors. Like,
Yes. I know, but the it was so funny how Candace like started the conga line to get everybody like
oh, that was
away from
so
the
dumb.
kitchen.
That was
But it
dumb.
was like it was dumb, but it also like
It
worked.
did get everyone away,
And then it was just so
but
funny how was her name Lisa and Rob were playing chess and also like talking game.
that was smart.
But
That
then
was
Rob in the
super smart.
kitchen talking to Candace was like, I think someone's murdering in plain sight. And just it was so weird that he said that to a traitor. And then she like knew, but then she like wasn't involved in the vote. But it was like the exact person they needed to get out because he was like catching on so quickly. Like such a good
That
intuition.
that my heart was like pounding. Was your
Yeah.
heart pounding when you were watching that part? And I was like, oh my God, they have to burn it. They have to burn it before they go. Like I was literally like stressing like they weren't gonna like finish it.
That's so
Because if you
funny.
think about it, like that one mission with the caskets, like
Hmm.
last minute they went to throw a casket in. He was like, nope, you didn't do it in time, even though it was like halfway in.
Hmm.
And so like I just feel like sometimes it really does come down to it, like down to
Yeah.
the very second. So I was like, hurry up and burn it, hurry up and burn it. But I think the chess thing was so good.
Yeah.
That was so good. And then you're right, like Candace wasn't there, so she kind of was like a distraction for him then too.
Hmm.
And he clearly trusted her because he told her that.
Hmm. But it
Oh,
was just
I
funny
don't
that
know.
he
It's
was like right
so
on the
good.
money.
So, did you see that they have like you know how like a lot of shows, like I told you, Tell Me Lies is doing like a podcast, like
Mm. Oh
kind of
yeah,
like
I
a
did see
watch
there's
through
a traitor
podcast.
one.
There's a traitor one. So there's only two episodes. So they go over the first three episodes and then they go over like the fourth and the fifth.
Hmm.
Um, and it's really good. Like it's Bob the Drag Queen and then Boston Rob.
Yeah.
And they talk about like the, episodes and then like towards the end they talk about fashion because that's like Bob the Drag Queen's like domain. So it's funny to
Hmm.
hear like Rob, like Boston Rob, like say like what he thinks about like certain fashion things. And they talk about the conga line. And Bob the Drag Queen said um, that it was really smart. And Rob was like, no, I would have caught on to that just like the other Rob did. Like
Yeah.
that would have like, and so like I feel like that was so random. They were just like, you know what time it is? Conga line time. Like it was just like so
Yeah.
random and it worked, but
Hmm.
I feel like if I was there, I'd be like, that's that was random.
Yeah.
Like they weren't talking about it. Like they could have been like, oh my gosh, you know what we always do like on our like no none of them really watch the housewives, so they could have been like, this is what we did on girls trip or whatever. They could have
Hmm.
like said something
Yeah.
about it and then
Yeah.
did it. But it was just so out of left field. So
Yeah. I thought it was just kind
yeah.
of like a celebration dance or whatever, but yeah, it did seem a little random.
Yeah. The chess thing though, that was perfect.
That was good. That
Because
was
even
really
he
good.
said nobody is going to sit there and watch us play chess. Like who would sit us there and
Hmm.
watch us like play like a
Hmm.
boring game? Like nobody.
Yeah.
And nobody like Tara did for like a second and
I
then
would
she
say she
walked away.
tried to. Yeah. And then she's
Yeah.
like,
Then she
nope.
walked away. Yeah.
That's so funny. No.
Okay.
It
So
good
oh
season so
go ahead.
far. Oh, you're fine. Go.
So I was gonna say, so how episode three leaves it, there are four people, four faithfuls tied to a tree, and who do you think out of the four gets murdered? Because you haven't seen it yet. So it's um I gotta remember her name. Kristen. I think her name's Kristen, the one from Chef. She's a chef.
Oh, Top Chef. Hmm.
Yes.
I have to look at the cast
Ian.
again.
Ian, I think his name is a songwriter.
Hmm.
Caroline, the Real Housewife, and then Ron, the comedian.
It's such like a random group of people, I feel. Like no one I'm
I
super attached to be honest.
Well, and also I feel like out of the if I was in the trader's position, out of those like four,
Hmm.
I would for sure keep Rob or not Rob, Ron around. All these R's. Ron around because people are thinking he's a traitor. So you don't want to kill him off. You want to keep him around so that he gets
Right.
voted out at the round table. But any of the other three would be good for them to go because they're good faithfuls and they probably wouldn't get voted out at the round table,
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I mean,
maybe
I know who went, but
Ian
just curious.
because he's from Big Brother, and I feel like they go off a lot of like your past experience, how sneaky you can be. Honestly, I've never watched Big Brother, so I don't even know super what it's
I've
about,
watched
but
Celebrity Big Brother and it was good, but it's always like if I like know the people and like the people,
right.
but I've never just watched like randoms, you know.
I would probably say Ian, but I
All
don't
right,
know.
well, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
We will. Yeah, the one Rob from Survivor, I didn't see him. I think he was like there much earlier than I started watching. But
Okay.
Natalie, I know for her from Survivor, she was good. She's fun to watch. And then Jam Jam is really funny. Or
Yeah,
Yam
I can't
Yam. I
I
forget
can't
how you
I
say
can't
it.
it's Jam Jam, but it's spelled Yum Yum.
Yes, that's why
I
I
don't
always get
I don't care
confused.
for him. I don't care for him.
Oh my gosh, he was so
I
funny
at
on
first
Survivor. He was
I
besties
thought
with
he was
Carolyn from last season.
okay. I thought
Those
he
two.
was a secret traitor at first because like his
Oh,
eyes would like dart and like he just like looked guilty and he
he
wasn't even
did.
guilty.
He did.
So I was telling Jordan like, no, I think it's him, and then come to find out Jordan was right
Of
and I was
course.
wrong. Yeah, and he was calling her the old lady. I'm like
That's so
Jordan.
funny. I did Google it though, and she is 73, so she is kind of
Mm-hmm.
up there.
Yeah, yeah. But I can picture her being like, if I come, I want to be a traitor. Like I could picture that being
Yeah,
like set ahead of time because like why
I'm sure
come
they'd
just to
give
be
her
like a
whatever
faithful? Yeah, you know what I
she
mean? Like,
wanted. Yeah.
yeah. to get her to come on and get the ratings for sure.
Mm-hmm. It is so
Yeah.
true. So that's what they were
Yeah.
saying too, like all the sports people that normally would
Oh yeah.
watch, like tune
Yes.
in.
Yeah. Yeah. Think about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no sports people on there.
Yeah. Except
And
there's
I
that
don't
one
think there
football
ever
player
was,
on there
right?
now.
Oh, Colton?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like known for The Bachelor. He's not known for like
Oh, I
football.
forgot he was from The Bachelor too. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
He was known on The Bachelor, but then like he came out gay like after The Bachelor.
Oh, God, he went
So
on
like
a
same
whole
thing.
show.
He went on same with Gabby. Remember Gabby Windy? She went on the whole Bachelorette show
I
and
mean, I
then
can kind of see a girl dating all these guys and then going lesbian versus a guy dating all these girls and then being like, "Yep, you know,
yeah,
it's like, okay, dude, you knew."
yeah, yeah, yeah. And honestly, I don't even know what teams he played football for. Like I've not I
Yeah, I don't know. Is his name Colton
Colton, yeah.
Underwood?
Just right. Colton. Oh yeah, Underwood. I was gonna say I don't remember
I
his
only
last
knew
name,
that because
but
I
yeah.
just looked at the cast name and I saw him.
It's like, look at you.
Like, damn. Um, American football player. What team? Actually, he probably played for several teams 'cause I feel like they just trade people around so much. San
Yeah,
Diego
and especially if you don't
Chargers,
know.
Oakland Raiders, and Philly Eagles.
Okay. Would have never guessed that.
On their practice squads, never making an official regular season game roster, but spending time in the NFL from 14 to 16 before focusing on reality TV. So that makes sense why we probably don't know his name so much from the NFL.
So he didn't even play in an NFL game,
It
as he
doesn't
keeps
sound like it
talking
now.
about.
He was just on the practice
I
squads.
cannot. I cannot. Okay. Just wait till you get to 4 and 5. I cannot. I cannot with them.
That's so funny. He played college football at Illinois State before his brief NFL stint, which ended due to an injury.
On the practice teams.
Yeah.
I can't. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't know. What's up with the bachelors? Like, because remember the one guy, he thought he like knew stuff too, and like,
Hmm.
and he was just extra. That's all this guy is. He's just extra.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
yeah, I don't know. Like they're like so sure. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. We shall see.
You know
But
what? What?
oh, go ahead. No, you go.
Mine's not
You go,
traitor
and then I'll go.
related. You go.
Oh, mine is. So remember when they were doing promotion before and they were like, there's this one part in season 4 that's gonna have your jaw on the floor. Do you remember them like promoting and they were like
No.
hyping it up?
Uh,
Okay, well they were like hyping it up like that. Apparently it's gonna be in episode 7, just so you know.
okay.
So this
Hmm.
one from last week was 4 and 5, and now it'll be 6 this upcoming week and then 7. So like the end of January, I think is 7.
Okay.
So that episode should be really good. Just so you know.
Okay. Good
Just to
to
get you
know.
ready for it. Okay,
Yay.
what were you gonna say? That wasn't traitor related.
Um, a show which is kind of similar. I don't know if you ever watched the real Squid Games, not like the fake show. But anyway, it's you know who Mr. Beast is?
Hmm.
Well, he has Mr. Beast games. I never watched season
Yes.
one, even though Parker swore we watched it, but then we realized we never watched it. But tonight we watched 2 episodes of season 2. So good. So fun to watch. There's
Okay,
like a
so I
hundred
think I
strong
watched.
people versus 100 like smart people, but it's very
Okay,
interesting. Super good.
what was season 1 about?
I don't know. We never watched it. I
Okay,
think it
I
was like
think
the
I
same
watched,
thing.
but I think it was just like 100 people. Like I don't
Oh,
think it was
okay.
like 100 versus 100. I think it was 100. Um, because I think Jordan and I started it and we watched like a few episodes, but we never continued it. But it was
Mm.
good when we watched it. But Jordan like thinks Mr. Beast is like the coolest person on this planet. So we watched it together. There used to be, have you ever heard of a ghost kitchen?
No, I don't think
Okay,
so.
so like some places, okay, because technically there are some now. So if
Hmm.
you were to look up on DoorDash or Uber Eats right now, you would find these like random restaurants that you've never heard of before.
Hmm.
And like if you look up the address, a lot of times it's like Big Boy, Red Robin, Chili's, like it's like other chains,
Hmm.
but they're like advertising as like a completely random restaurant.
Hmm.
It's like
Why?
a thing. To like get more business. I don't know.
But it's the same
But if you
food?
look, it's the same exact food.
That's so weird.
I
That kind
know.
of makes sense though, because I think they say like millennials are like killing the like your typical Applebee's or like Outback. Like
Yeah.
we go to
They
just
want
like,
something exciting and like,
yeah.
So even like their menu, the pictures will be like the same or similar, but they'll call it something different.
Hmm.
And people have done videos. So like Shane Dawson, I've talked about him before, and he does like conspiracies and things.
Hmm.
One of the conspiracies he did was this. And
Mm.
he would order like a salad from one place and then a salad from like Denny's, and it's the same exact salad. When it comes, you like see it.
Hmm.
Or Chuck E. Cheese has like, I forget what they call it now, but it's like a pizza place, but it's really Chuck E. Cheese. So if you go to pick it up, you're looking for that place, and it's really Chuck E. Cheese.
Hmm.
Isn't this
Interesting.
crazy? Okay, so back to Mr. Beast. So like probably like 5 years, no, probably like 4 years ago. Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Mr. Beast had like a ghost kitchen set up in Big Boy. I think it
Hmm.
was Big Boy. And you order on the app, and it had like a few like beast it was like a beast burger, and then like whoever his friends are, like Carl Burger, like the four friends or whatever.
Hmm.
And then they had like fries or something like that too. So we've like ordered it, and it was like really good. I'm not gonna lie. But like
Really?
I have
Hmm.
like a picture of Jordan when I was like cleaning up my pictures, because I was like, my phone had like no memory.
Hmm.
So what I've been doing for the past 2 days. So like there was a picture of Jordan like holding the Mr. Beast bag because he was like so excited,
Aw.
and it had like the logo on it and stuff. But really it was like Big Boy. And like Big Boy just like has all the stuff for marketing, and they put it together, and then
Hmm.
you go and you pick it up from there.
So weird.
Yeah. But I just remember Jordan went through like a Mr. Beast phase. And
Mm.
like that was like when we were like ordering the food and stuff, and he thought I was like the coolest mom ever because we
Aw.
got like Mr. Beast burgers and stuff. Like this is so good. Um,
I've
but
had his
yeah, they're
chocolate
like,
bar before and I wasn't like impressed.
no, it just tastes like a regular chocolate bar. Like
Yeah.
it's just like a crunch bar.
Yeah.
But I've totally bought those for Jordan and put him in his lunch.
Aw.
Yeah, but they're not around anymore. But there still are ghost kitchens. But
Mm.
he had a ghost kitchen here because we have like a big boy near our house, and that's where it
Hmm.
was at. So
Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah. But yeah, you'll have to look that up. And also, when we used to be at the office together and we were like looking up food, I want to say it was before you worked there, and it was like me and Katie.
Hmm.
And we were looking, and I was like, what is this place? And they were like random places like that, like a random like wing place, but really it was like Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hmm.
But they like hype it up in marketing so you want to order
Yeah.
from them, but it's really like B-dubs.
So weird. Yeah, I'd
Isn't
never
that
heard of
crazy?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like ghost kitchens.
Weird.
Yeah.
And then there was a couple other shows you wanted to
Yes.
mention.
Okay, so I just binged. It's called Runaway,
Okay.
and they have a bunch of the limited series. It's based on a book by Harbin Corbin, something like that.
Okay.
Apparently, it's like this well-known like mystery author,
Hmm.
and Netflix probably has like 10 of his books turned into limited series, and I've watched a few of
Oh.
them. One of them was called Safe.
Hmm.
Um, that's the one that sticks out in my head. It's a guy from Dexter. He's like the dad in it.
Hmm.
But this one was about like the daughter, and she like ran away, but then there's like all these things intertwined in it. And it was like a twist and a turn at every second, all the way to the very end. And it was so good.
That sounds
So
good.
that one I just watched.
Okay.
So you'll have to watch that one. And then it's called His and Hers.
I've heard good things about Hits and Hers. That's the one I've been hearing about.
So I think I'm on episode 2 or 3, and it has a guy. Have you watched The Bear? You've watched The Bear, right?
The cooking show, like the cooking with the kid
Yeah.
from Lip from Shameless.
Yes.
I've
Yes.
watched some of it, but not all of it.
Okay, you know his brother, Mikey, that died, but they
Hmm.
always show like flashbacks with him. It has him, like he's like the main actor in it.
Okay.
And that's the only thing I remember seeing him in was a bear, and like he's like a flashback character. So yeah, you see him act a little bit, but like he's so good in this.
Hmm.
So, and I forget what the girl's from. I've seen her before, like the main girl, but yeah, I just started. It's really, really good. And it seems like it's gonna have like a lot of twists and turns too.
Yeah, it's like
So
crime
yeah.
thriller, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
maybe we'll try to watch that for next week and talk about it. And then Tell Me Lies came out. And so I know you
Yes.
have to catch up on
I do. I might just have to do the
other ones.
podcast for now for the first and
Okay.
second season, even though I do want to
Yeah.
go back and watch them and then start the third season.
Yes.
Because what was the podcast again, in case anybody else wants to?
I thought you'd never ask. Okay. So the podcast has Stassi Schroeder. She's from Vanderpump Rules and Vanderpump Villa. She is the podcast host. And actually, Grace, can't remember her last name, but she's the one who plays Lucy, the main character, um, in Tell Me Lies. She said that she based her acting on Vanderpump Rules on Stassi and Jax's like toxic relationship. So
Mm,
it's just like a full circle moment, which makes me so happy that like Stassi is like in charge of interviewing all these people. So she's like interviewing castmate or cast members and also like some of her old friends. Um, she interviewed Jesse in the first episode from Mormon Wives because she knows her from Vanderpump Villa and they just kind of clicked.
hmm.
And them talking about like their past relationships and stuff was so good. Um, so yeah, and then they do like a recap. So maybe just watch that first episode with Jesse and her.
Hmm.
Um, there's also like the second part of it. She interviews another actress, which that interview wasn't that great to me. But you need to see like the recap because they'll go over kind of like a synopsis of everything that happened throughout. But yes, then you could start season three, but then I would go back and do a whole
Yeah.
rewatch. But just to like catch up, I would do that because it gives like a good synopsis of everything that's going on.
Okay.
And
And what's that
your
podcast
jaw's
called?
your jaw's gonna be like, it's called Tell Me Lies podcast. It's
Oh,
on
Tell Me Lies
Hulu.
podcast. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay,
It's
cool.
on Hulu. Yeah, a lot of these like shows are doing podcasts with it, which you know we love. So
It's like the new
I don't know.
thing.
It is, yeah. So
So,
yeah, but
okay.
that one's really good. So yeah, definitely do that, and then we'll be able to talk about Tell Me Lies season three next time,
Okay.
and it's so juicy. So
Yay.
yay!
I can't wait. I know it was funny. You sent me like a meme or a video or whatever of like, when your best friend tells you to watch Tell Me Lies, like you definitely should. Like whatever that trend is, I forget what it is.
Yeah,
But then probably like a couple hours later, Lacey sent me the same one, and I was like, oh my God, okay.
I don't. Me and Lacey already talked about. I mean, not that specifically about
Yeah.
how like we tell you to watch shows because me and her are always on the same page, and then you're like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, I'll watch it. You both have told me now,
Yeah.
so we always laugh about that
That's
because
so
she always
funny.
likes our memes.
Yeah.
I love how like Lacey and Gina are like our like number one fans. Like they're always like,
Shout out.
yeah, they're always like listening to what we're talking about, texting us after.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Cute. Okay, well, I
All
think that
right.
wraps it up for today. Yeah, catch up on the shows we're watching. Or did you watch? Oh, yeah, you did watch Stranger Things, The Last Adventure, right? But
Yes. So
I
I
still need to
did.
watch that.
It took me a little bit to get into it. Um, like it was a little boring at first. But
Yeah.
then once it started getting into it towards the end, I was crying with the cast and like,
Aw, okay.
yeah, because
Well,
yeah,
I've heard some things. I want to watch it, and then we can get into it maybe next time too.
yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
So, if there's anything you guys want us to talk about, let us know on Instagram. And thank you for listening.
All right. And subscribe to us on YouTube.
I
I'm
still
just gonna
have to
keep
take a
pushing
vote.
that so I could win. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Love you, all.
All right. Bye.
Bye.